Hi, it's me Lois, and welcome to my channel Lois Codes, where I talk about code, career growth, finances, and really everything else. Today I'm going to focus on imposter syndrome. I'm going to talk about a few causes as well as some tips and solutions to help combat those feelings. Because the last thing you want to have happen as software developers is having those feelings negatively impact our career growth as well as our mental health. So there are a few causes that I'm going to talk about today, and understanding what those causes are can make it easier for you to combat those feelings and to eventually prevent them from bubbling up and affecting your career and your mental health. So what causes imposter syndrome? One of them is that those feelings could have developed as early as childhood. You might not have gotten a lot or really any positive reinforcement. You might not have developed any strong connections with family or friends. Now, don't get me wrong, self-evaluation is important, but what makes it better is being able to get the reassurance, the feedback, and the advice, and the absence of that can lead to self-doubt. You could have just transitioned into programming, so a change in social or working environments can lead to feelings of anxiety, and those feelings can manifest into imposter syndrome. There's also gender, race, sexual orientation, and ethnicity. You could have been told by somebody at work, school, or some friendly get-together that the only reason you got the experience, the job, or the project is simply because of who you are, because of your race or your gender. Now, deep down, you know that's not true, but there's some part of you that questions, maybe it is. So you start to feel like a fraud when you get your first role, or get your first client, or whenever you interact within the tech community. You start to compare yourself to other people, their progress and their status to your own. You start to ask yourself, why am I here? I don't have A, B, or C. You start to make assumptions, and because you don't match those assumptions, you start to wonder, do I even really belong here? There are tips and solutions to help prevent those feelings of inadequacy or feeling like you're a fraud. Know the feeling is normal. You are not alone in how you feel. There are plenty of people who feel that way. The people that you admire, the people you look up to, even the people you compare yourself to have felt like an imposter at some point. They might even still feel like an imposter. It's not a bad set of feelings. In fact, you should embrace it. It will keep you humble. You may not be able to get rid of the feelings completely, but you can at least learn to forgive yourself for the mistakes you make that make you feel like an imposter. Give yourself the same grace and forgiveness that you'd give a friend or family member, because you know they deserve it, and deep down, you know you deserve it too. Don't compare yourself to others. One of the worst things you can do is compare your journey to someone else's. You might look at somebody who's at the same age as you or younger and start to wonder, what am I doing? What have I done? Why haven't I gotten this far? I'm not smart enough. I'm too old. I don't have the experience. I don't have the know-how. I just won't get that far. Stop comparing yourself to others. They won't have the same background, the same goal, or the same ambitions as you do. If you feel like you need to do any comparing, compare yourself to who you were a month ago or a year ago. Are you better? Could a year ago you be able to accomplish what you've accomplished so quickly? If your answer is yes, I am better, and no, year ago me doesn't even know how to get started, then pat yourself on the back. You got this. Expect to fail. It's a lot like walking. When we're babies first learning to walk, we might fall often. We could even hurt ourselves, but we cry it out and get up and try again. We might not have known what failure was, so it wasn't really an issue for us. We were given time, energy, encouragement, forgiveness to just keep going, to keep trying, to keep getting up. But unfortunately, as adults, we're not given the same luxuries, but we should, because we're still human. And as a human, you should give yourself the same time, energy, encouragement, and forgiveness, because you're still learning to walk. Just expect to fall. Know the product, know the code base. You might be a developer who just started your career, or a developer who started a new position at a different company. You could be feeling overwhelmed by the code base. One way to resolve that is to sit down with somebody in support or onboarding or some other product expert to better understand how the application works. Understand the user workflow, what pain points they have, and what solutions they came up with to resolve those pain points. Go back with that knowledge to your desk. Run the application locally. Set up breakpoints at functions or blocks of code. Once when you go through the user workflow, you can better understand how it all is executed. Seeking a mentor, becoming a mentor. What could be missing is some guidance. Finding a mentor is a great opportunity to get some insight or guidance in your direction or your goal. Mentors help build skills, competence, and confidence, allowing you to feel more comfortable in your position or your career path. Also, becoming a mentor helps you validate your skills and your knowledge, and knowledge sharing helps improve your self-worth. Know thyself. Understand that you won't know everything, and that's true for everyone, but realize you have the skills to figure it out. You got this far, and people see value in what you offer. They trust you, and you have to trust yourself in your skills and your know-how. Becoming an expert comes with opportunities and experience. Be eager when those opportunities come up. If the only thing that's standing between you and that opportunity is the fear of inadequacy, then you have to remind yourself of who you are. You are smart and skilled to get to where you are at now, so you're smart and skilled to take it further. So take the opportunity. Know thyself will figure it out. Feeling like an imposter can negatively impact your life and your career goals. Your mental health is badly affected by those feelings, but understanding the causes and the tips and solutions to prevent those feelings can help improve your mental health, which can eventually help improve your life and your career goals. That's it for now. Thank you so much, and if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you again soon. Toodles!
Be strong. Be strong.